console died. Hey, everything is working now, or appears to be. So, yeah. I was just initially planning on playing a bit more of this and hopefully beating it, but then I was like, you know what? I was streaming this. Might as well continue that. So, yeah. Now let's go all the way around.
All be aware that the Grey Wardens have aligned with Lord Harrowmine.
Oh, so since my Xbox died, I
Grey Wardens endorse paralyzing Orzamar's military.
Series S.
Lord Balin issued clear edict.
So, yeah. It's a lot cheaper than the current Series X's that are available, which is a good thing, and also a terrible thing, because a Series X should not be possible to find for double the price.
Found it. Warden, you have my
Less than
gratitude.
double the price.
You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
I realize I am talking to an empty room. Also, I believe
News
I'm
of the
a
hour.
little bit cursed
Lord
because
Harrowmine, unable to win own battle.
in the tabletop group I'm in, these
Questions
are the
arise regarding
video game
Lord
characters
Balin's
I play
impending
after my
marriage to a captive
tabletop characters because I am unoriginal and boring. And then they all die. So, I need to stop doing that. Anyway, on to the deep roads.
The deep roads are home to the Darkspawn now. Oddly, they're supposed to be safer to travel during a blight.
There you are. I thought I'd spoken to a Grey Warden, but for some reason I chalked it up to the drink. I know you're down here to look for Branka, and I need to ask a favor.
You're Ogren,
You
right?
remembered. I'm sodding touched. I guess now that Sir Upright and Honest thinks my Branka's still alive, you're not so quick to say I'm crazy, huh? But they haven't found Branka herself, and that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Sounds like we have, Yeah, sounds like we
You
have a
should
deal.
know that Bronca was looking for the Anvil of the Void, the secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caridin built it, and with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Bronca planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caridin's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Balin gave me a map. I can get to Caridin's Cross.
If we're going, let's get moving. Bronca's not gonna sodding find herself.
Okay, so...
Yes.
Yes.
What's this? A human? Did we make these tunnels tall enough for humans? I'm sorry, but I cannot allow you past the front lines without Adesha's permission.
Open your eyes, man! This Grey Warden is on a quest to find your paragon! Do I have to take your stinking head off?
That's telling him.
Ogren could have been Adesha for House Branca. I suppose he's the next best thing in both skill and arrogance. You may pass. I'd offer more assistance, but my command post is here. All of Orzammar relies on us to hold this line.
Really? Ogren gave me permission. Darkspawn the only danger in the
Of course
tunnels?
not. Down here, you're bound to run into giant spiders, deep stalkers, and other vermin.
Deep stalkers.
Ugly beasts they are. Walk on two legs, but they have the head of a worm and hunt in packs. Watch out. They're not afraid to take on a group their own size.
Are there no dwarves past this
A
point?
few outposts. Legion of the Dead, mostly. Fools that they are. Some scavenger types, too.
Legion of the Dead?
It's an independent company of soldiers. They accept no command but their own. Anyone who can bear arms can join, no matter his crimes or sanity. They hold a funeral when they join and swear their only goal is a glorious death.
I should go.
Best of luck.
Because it doesn't hurt to explore. I know I want to get through this because the deep road drags on forever.
Look, Darkspawn.
All right. Let's do this quickly.
Also, you know, leveling up because if I wasn't paying attention in that fight, I would have had my ass kicked.
All right. Yes.
You're gonna get yours. Let's see what your innards look like.
And I'm off.
Since I
One
got this
more
game.
notch on the belt.
And done.
Well, one thing I don't get about this series, and, it's kind of a thing that all fantasy game series eventually do. Like, there's copper, silver, and gold. Like, that is the money portions and whatnot. I didn't, like,
Going.
Skyrim, Elder Scrolls did the same thing. Why did they eventually
And I'm off.
having
Another point for me. Yes. Moving on.
Anyway, I have also been
No, this
playing,
should be fun.
Assassin's Creed Infinite.
And I'm off.
Essentially made path for you to go down and everything. You kind of just go all over the place. Yes, it's still a very restrictive area because I don't think they have the power at the moment. Or the plans to make an entire Halo map. Then again, the game is only half finished. And that is, you know, obvious by the fact that there is no multiplayer co-op mode. And I will forever be salty about that. Because that was one of the fun things about Halo. Like, you can play it with your friends and do the story and everything. That's part of kind of what made Halo a bit fun, revolutionary for a first-person shooter, and that had been a staple of the game forever. But with Infinite, there's currently no co-op, and as from what I understand, there are plans to make co-op. But it's still, like, the fact that you have to come out and say, yes, we're planning on adding co-op to this months down the line after the game's been released, it feels like it's a half-finished game. Oh, that's what I have to
I
get the body
sense some
parts and
darkspawn.
everything together.
Pointing! Trap. Listen to see. And I'm off. Now what is that? All right. Yes. If you insist. Yes.
So, I know giant spiders are coming. That is not something I'm looking forward to, actually. If I remember right, the giant spider part is annoying as sin. Because, again, giant spiders. And they have to make it interesting.
Success! It's done. Naturally.
I mean, I can wear it, but it's not road armor. I'm a road, Wilhelm's of road. So, I mean, I guess it might help me stay alive.
No, this should be fun.
Again. So,
All right.
so that came off when I sneaked weapons into it.
Over with.
I remember right.
Let's do this quickly.
Two Dwarven Origins. Technically there's 2 human origins, but there's 3 Elven origins.
Smell the breath.
Well, I guess it does kind of make sense. You want... I guess you have the City Elf, Dalish Elf, and the Mage Elf, which both human and elf mages share the origin. It's just weird.
And I'm off.
Now that that is suitably added on and stuff. This should lead to a dead end, but there might be stuff down here. And there is not.
No, this should be fun.
They know
And done.
There's a
Moving.
lot of deep stuff
God.
that's coming up out of nowhere.
There is always waiting, isn't there?
time to backtrack to get to the exit. Which is, I mean, this game uses a fast travel system, so that's like, hey, you cleared everything out in this area. Would you like to go back to the entrance? No? Okay, enjoy your walk. I don't even know if people are hearing me. And again, nobody's watching, so what's the point? I don't really think people watch this on YouTube whenever I upload it there. Screw it, it's something to do. Makes me happy to play games. If I talk to an empty room, I talk to an empty room.
Sheridan's Cross. I can't believe Harrowmont actually tracked this place down. This used to be one of the biggest crossroads in the old Empire. You could get anywhere from here, including Orton Tig.
See any sign of Bronchi?
Not a one. But trust me, we will once we're on the path to the old Orton Tig. She was going to Carradin's home.
What's so important about
It's
Orton
the home
Tig?
of Carradin, the paragon who made the anvil. He was an Orton before he founded his own house, and even then, he spent most of his time in their Tig. Branka figured it was the best guess for where the anvil was located.
Do you know anything else about the anvil?
No one but Carradin ever really knew more than it had some kind of stone-blessed power. Every golem who ever ranged across the Empire was hammered on the steel of that anvil, but no one ever knew exactly how they were made. But Branka was sure she could find out.
So you know where to go from here?
Branka dug up some maps of the ancient Empire. It's a little tough to tell with so much of it collapsed now, but near as I can figure, we're on the right path to Orton Tig.
Great, let's go.
I've been waiting for someone to say that for 2 sodding years.
Yes. Yes. Where's the tavern?
Why not?
Pardon?
Oh, I'd give you a roll. Why not?
A roll?
Aye, anytime. Preferably in the dark.
I suppose I should be flattered.
I'm not sure I have the equipment for that, but sure, whatever gets you working.
Dirty, dirty old man. Let's go to the less obviously darkspawn one. Not the one that's actually owned by darkspawn bodies.
more darkspawn, eh? Yes. Yes, I'm on.
You will be sorry. It will hurt.
All right. Yes. I sense some darkspawn. And I'm off. Going. Don't look now. Right. Yes. Yes. All right. And I'm off.
I need more stamina.
On it.
Right, let's go clear this thing. Then I can move the bodies.
All right. Trap. So simple to see, really. Don't look now. And I'm off. All right. Trap. So simple to see. Success! It's done, naturally.
You know, I kind of wonder what other mythical, legendary creatures exist in the Dragon Age universe, because I know we got werewolves, we have ghosts, demons, dragons, obviously, but, like, do they also have vampires? Do they have, like, something like a kelpie? No.
All right. over
Killed
with.
that faster than I thought it would. What I had on was a health potion. But that is actually sometimes something that irks me about Dragon Age, unless it's like a scripted drop, like a special drop from a special enemy and whatnot. Sometimes the bigger creatures don't really give you anything worth the fight. Yes, that was an easy fight. Am I out? It's probably because I'm over leveled to shit.
More dark.
Single potion loot? I don't think so. Like, it doesn't feel appropriate. Feels like there should be more.
And I'm on. All right.
He doesn't have me loot anything, which is appropriate.
Going. Don't look now. All right. Huh. Going. All right. Yes. Going. Yes. All right.
Okay, but we're not in combat.
All right. Yes.
Now we're going to battle.
Huh. Another point for me.
The ritual is very specific, as such things probably should be. Torso, head, limbs spread amongst the deep roots to prevent the creature from returning. Looks like they died during the cutting. We can fulfill the last part in their stead. I'm not familiar with elven ritual. Why would I be? But it seems pretty straightforward. Never saw the thing, but a steward would take care of it. Sod it and this bag of legs. The body rendered to its separate parts, spread wide such that no life is witnessed, no heartbeat detected. In this way the beast can remain for an age as knowledge passes and pursuers live out their lives. I was wrong. Not elven. Hunters didn't kill it. It allowed this? Keep the pieces apart, I guess. Away from the heart.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna put it back together. Alright, almost back to the entrance.
and I'm off. Yes. All right. And I'm off.
I feel like I'm just stuck in combat mode. Oh, yeah, back to the beginning. Alright. Can't go this way. I think my main issue with the Deep Roads mission is that it's just so sprawling and expansive. And to cover everything, to do everything, you have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. And it's just... I mean, yes, I know I spent a lot of time in dinner running around doing thievery things, but Denram's not this big and open and expansive. Denram's just Denram.
Yes!
Guy kill my bear. He killed my bear. Oh, those bastards.
Success!
Also, I know that the top side is on a quest, which is... Anyway, I get a sword. I get an elfin sword.
All right. What was the point of me making you a shapeshifter? There really isn't one. So I want my bear back.
This looks like the right way out. Horton Tig. It won't be long now.
Yeah, except I'm not leaving. Jesus, that one was loud. Except we're not leaving Hagen. We're going back in. Why? Because I want to find all the things.
Don't look now.
Might not be elven, maybe human, doesn't matter. We can still follow directions. Torso, head, and limbs, bagged into spare, simple enough. This magic stuff doesn't seem that complicated. No job for a warrior. First hole gets the bag. Deep roads near Carrigan's Crossroads.
I can smell the breath from here. Oh, that's me.
Hang on off. All right.
What
is that?
Beasties for us to play with.
Hang on off. Hang on off. Yes. No, this should be fun.
Stuff on this.
That's it. And crushed.
Oh, well done.
Yes.
Fools and renegades, a lot of them. We accept that there's a time for ordered and educated treasure hunting, but not when the foundation's remains can be cut. What fortunes have they made? What houses have they elevated? The minor veins that they have traced have satisfied neither this assembly nor their own gambler's thirst. Their actions can only grow more erratic and undisciplined, and while no incidents have been reported, they will eventually undermine the stability of a major passage. It is the opinion of the assembly that prospecting be restricted until we can be certain the stability of the deep roads. These cross-cut drifters can find their fortune in a trade. Let animals burrow wherever their nose points them. Dwarves are meant to excavate by careful degrees. Rogan cut a beautiful line down a minor vein today, twisting his supports along the footwall like a backbone. He's got a gift for lagging. It's almost crystalline. I swear I could tap it and hear the stones sing non-standard by any inspector's measure. That's the starting point, isn't it? Letting the stone take us where she wants. Not gouging out highways so the palace can have another pantry. I suspect they will revoke our privileges at the next assembly sitting. Say good luck with them. They'll never find us to deliver the writ. They're afraid of the road we travel. We're close to a major strike. Stone, she's pulling us to something. Into the vents if I'll let dwarves who deny their sense get in the way of it. I can no longer tolerate your flagrant disregard of this assembly and published excavation doctrine. The actions of your team have potentially compromised 2 future projects, resulting in an expensive redesign of the deep roads. Fortunately, development of the largest shaft will continue, or you would have faced additional fines. Claims that the stone is directing your actions suggest that not only are you ignorant of pre-planning procedure, you and your group may also be in the early stages of Flavium poisoning. You are in breach of Origis mining code, and hereby forfeit all claims made during your unapproved activities. The Assembly expects your response within 30 days, or your house, as well as those of your team, face additional censure. Here's your response. Take a long breath from a short shaft. You found trouble, alright. Rogan's lyrium led right to the flank of a darkspawn horde. From the look of their kit, the darkspawn were a week, maybe less, from breakthrough to the blasted new highway under Origis, and they'd be well behind any patrol. The stone knew. She knew, and she drew her chosen with the promise of ore we could taste in our bones. If all goes well, losing this cavern will kill the darkspawn's taste for digging, and Origis will never know it was at risk. It will be a distant tremor, a ripple in the royal fountains. The charges are laid. We know it will work, and we know the cost. The stone has shown us the way home. Oh, that's sad. So the crosscut drifters set off an explosion to kill a bunch of darkspawn, and a lyrium vein they found led them to it. Torso, head, and legs, and still need the arms.
There was a man in the village who reminded me of the drunken dwarf.
They had some dwarfs just like me, huh?
No, none of the dwarves were similar. They were quiet and respected, more or less. No, the one I remember was a human. He vomited in the street constantly. Then he wandered into a snowstorm and froze to death.
Huh? And how was that like me?
Did I say similar? I meant I hoped he was similar.
I think I had a wife like you once.
the jumble of containers, there's a glint of something different. Small glass phylactery sits conspicuously on its own. The area is unnaturally cold. A dark shape swirl around a slip of paper within the vial. Glass fractures at your touch.
Huh. Now this should be fun. Yes.
Like I said, constant back and forth, running around trying to find everything. God, the deep woods are big. You know what, I'm gonna pop back to Orzammar. Sell off a bunch of this stuff. Holy crap, do I have a lot of shit I don't need. Also see if I can find the stuff I need to make the, healing reagent. Flask of concentrated agents.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I work the ore myself.
Ancestors, bless you for saving my poor store. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I'm showing you the lowest prices I can afford, I assure you.
Yes.
Fine.
I need Master Herbalism for that one. That is kind of some bullshit. Time to go to Orton Tide.
Yes.
By the tits of my ancestors. Orton Tig. I never thought I'd see this place in the flesh. I can see Bronca all over this place. She always took chips from the walls at regular intervals when she was in a new tunnel. Check their composition. If she was still here, though, she'd have sentries out by now.
What can you tell me about these
This
ruins?
was Carradin's home Tig. He was an Orton before he got raised to Paragon. Even stayed here when he could have had his own house. I guess he didn't want to move his people to Bunamar.
What's
The
Bunamar?
City of the Dead. Carradin built it to honor the Legion of the Dead, but it was more like a sodding mausoleum than anything. Of course, that was all before he built the anvil. After that, he was the city's pet genius until he angered the king and fell into disfavor.
So there was a city here?
No, there was a Tig here. The Orton Tig. Bunamar is north and west of here. But that's not important. Or at least I hope it isn't. The City of the Dead is known as the Dead Trenches since the Darkspawn conquered it. Much of the Legion was destroyed when the fortress fell.
And you have no idea where this anvil is?
No one does. At the time, Orton Tig was almost part of the main city. No one bothered to mark where the anvil was stored. Now it's impossible to know if it's been moved or even destroyed. But trust me, if we find it, we find Bronca.
Let's get
Couldn't
down.
have said it better myself.
Lots of quests.
I have a question it may be able to answer, Elder Mage.
Must it always be Elder Mage? I'm not a wizened old crone just yet.
Would it prefer Mage well past her prime don't mind the sagging bits?
You have an odd way of requesting answers to your questions.
I'm curious about the abominations of the tower. Is it possible for such a creature to become human again?
Yes, it is simply very difficult. It requires travel into the Fade.
And is the mage the same afterwards as the mage was before?
No, I have never met such a person, but no, they are changed forever.
I understand. Thank you for the answer, wise one.
What do I have equipped on Shale? Got nature. spiders and an ogre. And dead dog spawn.
Where is it? You think?
No, this should be fun. All right. Yes. Going. Not bad.
Watch out!
All right.
Dead shriek.
It's done, naturally.
Reinforced leather helmet, which... They did not need to make these caves this big. Other than to just make the cave this big.
Yes.
which is the closest thing. Altar of Sundering.
Time for more practice. Yes.
You know, I thought through the lore, from what I understand, like, the wolves couldn't become ghosts because they're not tied to the fate like humans and elves are. Like they're immune to magic.
All right. Over with.
Well, this is nice. Mountain air, quiet village. But where is everyone?
When you're underground, and this is a dead city.
There's nothing for you here. It's mine. I've claimed it.
Who are you? What are you doing down here?
You've come to take my claim. You surfacers are all alike. Thieving scoundrels. Well, I found it first.
Bah, he's a bloody scavenger. Good as sodding gone.
Be gone, you! You'll bring the Dark Ones back, you will. They'll crunch your bones.
Word has it you can only survive down here by eating the Darkspawn dead.
Darkspawn blood is poison. Men have died from drinking it.
It burns when it goes down. It burns! It's my claim, not yours. Crunch your bones!
That's on the killer gets the prize.
Smell the breath from here.
All right. All right.
Go away! This is mine! Only I gets to plunder its riches!
I just want to talk to
No!
you.
No talking! You leave my territory!
I'm not here to steal anything, I promise.
You won't take anything from Ruck? You won't take his shiny worms or pretty rocks?
If it's valuable, I might trade you for it.
Oh, Ruck not mind that, maybe.
So your name is Ruck?
Yes, Ruck's my name. I do not hear it much, so sometimes I like to speak it out loud. Ruck! Ruck! Ruck!
I have a few questions for you, Ruck.
I will answer your questions.
Did you find anything unusual at this camp? Or when did you arrive
Too
here?
long ago. I must think. 5 years? 6? Ruck no longer remembers the smells and sights of the city.
How did you survive
When
here?
the Dark Ones were here, I kept to the shadows. They don't look in the shadows, not if you're quiet. Not if you eat their flesh. Then the Dark Ones think you're one of them. They leave you alone. But now they're gone.
But there are still giant spiders here.
The
correct?
crawlers. They used to eat the smallest Dark Ones. Now the crawlers go hungry.
Do you know where the Dark Ones
I
went?
think they went south. Far, far to the south. That is where the Dark Master calls them.
He's talking about the Archdemon, huh?
After the Dark Master awoke, he called his children and they all went. I wanted to go too and gaze upon his beauty.
Where's the Dark Master now? Do you
He
know?
stopped calling. I wish I could go see him, but Ruck, no, Ruck is a coward.
I need to ask you
I
something.
will answer your questions.
Did you find anything unusual at this
Bits of
camp?
things, but only bits. The crawlers took almost everything. They take things of steel and things of paper. They take the shinies and the words.
Paper and words. That sounds like someone was taking notes. Do you think Branka camped here?
They bring to the great nest, the nest they makes for the eggs. They puts the shinies inside, they do.
Do you have anything
Ruck
to trade?
has some things from the camp. Sometimes the webs. You give him shiny coins, no? You are back, not to take Ruck's claim, right? Not to steal from Ruck. No.
I think I met your mother. Is her name Filda?
No filter. No mother. No warm blanket and stew and pillow and soft words. Ruck doesn't deserve good memories. No.
How did you end up here?
She did not know. Not what I did. I was very, 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 very angry, and then someone was dead, and they wanted to send Ruck to the mines. If I went to the mines, she would know. Everyone would know. So I came here instead. Once you eat, once you takes in the darkness, you not miss the light so much. You know, do you not? Ruck sees. Yes, he sees the darkness inside you.
That is a frightening
I
thought.
means nothing by it.
How did you survive here?
When the Dark Ones were here, I kept to the shadows. They don't look in the shadows. Then the Dark Ones think you're one of them. They leave you alone. But I
ask you
will
something else.
answer your questions.
Enjoy your
It's not so bad. The dark and the burning keeps Ruck warm.
Get away from me, you sodding freak! He should have been sent to the mines. I'd put him out of his misery. Sodding right, I'm right. Now...
Let's wipe them out quickly. Look over there!
Excellent!
I got what I want.
Looks like that bone picker's living in Bronca's old camp. Did you see the marks on the floor? There were a lot of people and fires there once. Those must be Bronca's papers he said were taken by the spiders. Nothing that fragile would be left from the tag.
I mean, I feel bad for killing Rock, but...
Now let's see. Which one first? And I'm off. Now this should be fine.
Restored that which was cut asunder, and revealed my hiding place. Speak your intention. Seek you vengeance or reward?
It's not a spirit, that's a demon.
My deception was convenience, not cowardice. A fight you want, a fight you shall have.
Going to that.
Guess I get nothing from you.
Yes. Going.
I just
All
need to
right.
go.
Ha! Let's wipe them out quickly, and I'm off. And I'm off. All right.
Here comes Mildred!
And I'm off.
Oh, look, I got a viewer. What's up, viewer?
And done.
Oh, look, a spider leading me to a trap. Two spiders leading me to a trap. Yes, I've played this game before. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I know exactly what's coming up next.
Moving on.
Does every creature have a justice?
What's going on? They're hungry.
All right. No, Going. Yes. All right. Yes. Going. All right, I'm there. And I'm off. Going. Yes. Huh. And I'm off.
One more crush for my amusement.
Huh.
Pretty sure I hadn't killed it.
No. Yes. Going. All right. It's done. Naturally. And done.
Looks like someone's journal. The cover is battered and torn, but intact. As you leaf through the desiccated pages, the text catches your eye. I found evidence today that the Anvil of the Void was not built in the Ortantag. We will go south to the dead trenches. The Anvil is somewhere beyond. My soldiers tell me I am mad. The dead trenches are crawling with darkspawn. That we will surely die before we will find the Anvil. If we find it. Leave this here in case they're right. If I die in the trenches, perhaps someone can yet walk past my corpse and retrieve the Anvil. For if it remains lost, so do we all. I have not returned to Dogman yet lives. Tell him, no. What I have to say should be for his ears alone. This is my farewell.
Bronca was thinking about me. I knew she still cared. Old softy. Looks like the dead trenches is our next stop then. They say that darkspawn nest there. Whole herds of them. But if that's where Bronca went, then that's where I'm going.
Alrighty. So... it says it's south. The exit is north. Wismar turning quests. Sell stuff. Need to sell the things.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Have you been to the deep roads already?
Yes, but you might not want to hear it.
What is it? Is he dead? Oh, please don't torment me.
I found his remains. Died heroically long ago.
Oh, my poor boy. I guess I knew, but I just wish I could have seen him one last time. Here, this is my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I don't have anyone to save it for anymore. I'd like you to have it, for what you risked to bring me this news.
Yes, I lied. I killed her son. It's just a bad time all around. Time for me to sell some stuff. Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right.
Lord Balin is a bad man! Yes, very nice. Rumors of Grey Warden mass recruitment of castless circulating the commons. His
This place does not need to be this big.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
I have the records right here.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband! Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Alright. Now to make my way back to the Deep Roads entrance, and then I'm just going to, then I'm gonna be heading to the exit. Oh, could always no. Just head to the exit.
News of the hour.
I was about to say,
Lord Harrowmont.
always just head back to the camp. But,
Lord Balin
yeah,
suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragon. Shocking.
Alright, so with the show, I will try to get back onto a more regular schedule with this. But if not,